different solutions to reduce packaging impacts and food waste impacts. So that's just a snapshot of where we've been on. We've been on this collaborative journey for 10 years, mostly around waste, and that's been very successful. But the agenda, as we've heard this morning, is getting far harder, and I don't have to go into too many details about growing population, increasing urbanisation, increasing number of people living on their own, and smaller households as people live longer, which has its own impacts on the food and drink businesses.
The final tip, we have a 70-20-10 rule. I can't take the accolade for this. I've taken this from someone else's writing who wrote on the blog on e-consultancy, but I follow this as much as I can. And the 70 is, optimise and amplify the stuff that you know works. Always, if that works, don't try and change it. Keep on doing that. The 20%. This is the stuff that's starting to pick up. For Ethical Corporation, LinkedIn messaging, Twitter. We're finding we're getting more traction, more engagement through that, and actually seeing more engaged traffic to our website from those social channels. So we're starting to put more resources behind those channels.
And there again, right at the start, it had government support. And that's what we're sort of trying to find out again, is to try and get that government support. So government can help both with effectively sponsorship, I suppose, sponsorship in terms
to make sure that they can optimize whether it's internal haulage and movement of stuff or whether it's external. So really it's a good step for any organization to take, to start thinking about the import and export and making sure that they are exporting as much as it's coming inside the UK. But also it again comes back to collaboration, that how we collaborate with each other well and make use of the latest resources available to make it work in the most efficient manner.
We have a huge systematic challenge to address in food and drink production, whilst at the same time as well, the pressure on available resources to deliver is putting immense constraints on the ability of that system to provide. And I think what we've seen from all of today's speakers is that it's pretty unlikely that that issue can be addressed in your organisation alone. You might think you've got the capability, but probably the optimal solution is not going to come from doing it alone, it's going to come from collaboration. And I think it's very impressive when you hear organisations as vast as Siemens and PepsiCo say we need to collaborate to address these problems. And it's been very illustrative to see organisations at the other end of the scale, small family-owned businesses, demonstrate that they need to collaborate to solve these problems as well. So the theme that we've set out to address today around collaboration, hopefully this session has illustrated just why this is such an important issue and one that you need to take back into your businesses. And I hope we've also, through all of the sessions today, a huge number in this room, but also in the workshops and also in the demonstration areas, that's giving you some thoughts, some ideas, some things to take back to your organisations and work with. And I'd ask you just to think about how those organisations that you've met today, that you've heard from today, might be able to help you with the challenges that you face, and to work this community and work this network to see if we can come up with solutions between us. The conference organisers, I think, have done a fantastic job, and I'd like to just encourage you to please continue to read Food and Drink Business Europe. I'd like to say a particular note of thanks to Colin Murphy, who I don't think is here at the moment, but is the editor of that publication and puts all of his energy behind getting this event out every single year, and we'll look forward to being back here next year for hopefully again a bigger and more engaging event, looking at the trend. And finally, to our sponsors, Lighthouse, Carbon Trust, Siemens, Lightsource, Aquabio, Wilson's and Clean Energy Consulting, all of whom have stumped up resources to make sure that this event can happen today. And finally also to the photographers, the sound engineers, and to the British National Motorcycle Museum as well for hosting it. Thank you everybody for your participation, and we'll look forward to working with you again in the future.